Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So this is going to be a messages from your person reading. So you can choose from the thumbnail, the timestamps. My regulars know the drill. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It does help the channel and keep me coming back to do more readings. With that being said, I'm going to let you pick from the three Mices. that's what they shall be named today, the three Mices. We've got pink, yellow, and blue. First group, second group, and third group. Pause the video if you need more time. We're going to get started with the pink one for group 1. Now how cute is that? My inner child just rejoices every time I use these on my channel. Welcome to the reading, group 1. I'm going to do a quick 5-card spread. We're going to look at your situation overall, then we're going to get messages from this person. So by this person, that means whoever's on your mind, right? Whoever brought you to the reading. If you don't have anyone on your mind, well, you can still watch the reading. Maybe it'll still resonate for you. If you're here for a reason. And just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Energies can be switched around and vice versa, so keep that in mind as well. So for those who have tuned in and are watching group 1, for my viewers watching group 1, what's the deal in their situation? Okay, we've got 2 cards forcing themselves out. We've got 3 cards. Okay, so you could be an air sign, a water sign. Somebody could have walked away. You could be on the fence trying to figure something out. Maybe a truce stuck between a rock and a hard place. Overthinking the situation. Maybe thinking the situation is dead in the water. Worrying, thinking the worst. Sorry to see that, guys. This one's also trying to force itself out. We've got the 6 of Wands energy. Could be dealing with somebody with Mars in Leo, or somebody Leo dominant, but courage is needed here. So maybe somebody's just trying to be really courageous despite negative thoughts and feelings. How does my client feel towards their person of interest? Got 3 of Cups. So this person could be a friend of yours, somebody with whom you feel like you have a strong connection, well, a strong-ish connection. And 3 of Cups is about more of like a friendship vibe, but it can be talking about romance, but usually in like a casual sense, friends with benefits, or just you know, more casual. It's not 10 of Cups, right? So we've got 5 of Swords coming through here. There could be ups and downs in the situation. There could be outside interference, conflict. There could be a need for harmony, or you know, it has its ups and downs. That's basically what these 2 cards are saying when they're together like this. 5 of Swords is about somebody feeling like, or actually being mistreated or taken advantage of. So hopefully that's not the case. I hope that's not the deal with you here. So what's the combined energy between the 2 of these? This is what I'm talking about. 10 of Swords. Something over. Somebody could be too much in their ego here. I don't know who that is, but it is focusing on somebody, this energy of being single, or being really focused on one's ego, focused on oneself. And either way, regardless, the 10 of Swords is not a happy card to come out in your combined energy. It's talking about, you know, betrayal, mistreatment, backstabbing, the ending, like a painful ending. So if this isn't your reading, feel free to choose another group. We will get messages towards the end. Maybe this person, if that's them, like this is a tough situation, they can shed light through their messages, but you are free to choose another group or another reader if this doesn't resonate. This is what I'm getting though. So for 10 of Swords, the good thing about 10 of Swords is, you know, there is hope in the future, like the sun will shine again. It's a purification process. I guess some people could call it like the dark night of the soul, but I'm not really getting that. It's more of a purification energy, kind of a fiery energy. Fire purifies. So even though we're not seeing fire sign energy on the board right now, what we are seeing is from this comes mental clarity and compassion for oneself. Like that's kind of the lesson here, to have mental clarity and to purify oneself of like negative energies, and to learn to have compassion, or to, you know, learn to have even more compassion if one is already compassionate. So bottom line, 10 of Swords, ending. That's the energy between the 2 of you. How does this person feel towards you? Oh, we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay. And we've also got earth sign energy with the Queen of Pentacles. So she could be an earth sign. You could be here for a female, don't have to be. We all have both masculine and feminine within us. But it feels like most, you know, most who come here are here for masculines or males. Hence, this is probably how this person feels towards you if you're here for a masculine. That you are that Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. So this is a very positive turn of events, because it's saying that even though things have ended painfully here, this person has a lot of emotion and a lot of feeling for you, and they feel like having an emotional new beginning with you. And talking about purification and things of that nature, we do have the peace dove here above the Ace of Cups. So it is talking about, you know, offering an apology, making peace, because feeling like you are this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is just a very resourceful, fertile person, like a very sensual, caring person, okay? Some of you, this person, you could have a child, or this person could have a child with you, maybe a little girl, so just keep that in mind. If you don't want that, cool, skip that message, not for you. Take precautions or whatnot. But this is what is coming through, can't deny that, okay? For somebody. So it could be some sort of baby or child involved, or on this person's end, something like that. What else? How does this person feel towards the viewer? This person feels like you're healing. Yeah. They feel like you are a boss babe and you're total wifey, or if you're a man, total husband material, but they also feel like you've gone within, you've withdrawn, you are doing what you need to do to feel stable. Stability is very important to earth sign energy. So regardless of the sign, very important. That's how this person is feeling about you, that your stability is important to you, and hence, you know, you are retreating, you're resting, you're renewing. So this is about how they feel about you. So when we're asking how they feel about you, they're being very literal. They're like, I feel like this is what group one is going through. Okay, but what's in this person's heart space towards the client? Why do we have to dig for this? Come on. Because this person is not really sure what's in their heart space towards you, except that they feel some sort of psychic connection towards you, some sort of intuitive kind of connection towards you. There could be a third party in the mix. We did have Three of Cups on your side, can sometimes, or unfortunately, it's a happy card, but unfortunately it often comes out to represent a third party situation. So this person could be dealing with someone else. If not, this person is sacrificing that part of themselves that is cold, that tries to protect themselves, guarded because they've been hurt in the past, trying to protect that side of themselves, and trying to figure out a way to change that. Because this person is wanting to be with like the ultimate, you know, partner energy, the Empress, the ultimate female, divine feminine energy, and again that mother energy. So wanting that mother wife energy, like the supreme mother wife energy, is what this person is wanting. Okay, some of you, this person could be married to an air sign or an earth Libra, but you know, again, you know, that's, if it's not your message, skip it. It's for somebody else. But that's coming through. If that's the case, what's going to happen between the two of them? Yeah, if that's the case, guys, then, you know, this person's married or whatnot, skip them. Like, just skip them, because that person's not going away anytime soon. If this is just strictly talking about this person needs to sacrifice, you know, the tough, cold, hard person that they have had to become, or feel like they've had to become. I mean, we've got Five of Swords over here. You know, Five of Swords is a very negative energy. It's just, you know, they say hurt people, but that's no excuse. This is a hurtful energy. And, you know, the Queen of Swords and her shadow energy can very much be very easily behave in the Five of Swords kind of way. And so this person is wanting to sacrifice that, see things clearly so they can make, you know, better decisions, like figure out something, understand something, in order to know the right way to take, like the best path for them going forward. And for them, the best path going forward is to be with this beautiful Empress energy, okay? This Empress energy, who is creative, very feminine, very, like, has a parenting vibe, parenting energy. So I do feel like for a lot of you watching, that this person does feel that you are that person, okay? They do. Whether they're acting that way is a separate issue, okay? And whether they're even right, separate issue. I mean, I'm not saying, like, because everybody on my channel, you know, I mean, you're awesome because you're here, right? So I'm not trying to take anything away from you, but I'm saying, are you right for this person? Yeah, it's yet to be seen. For a lot of you, who this is resonating with, this person does feel like, you could be their twin flame, their soulmate, their ideal partner. Okay. They feel very attracted to you. They feel like you're the one that can get their life unstuck, get it moving forward. They also feel like if you've been physical, like the physical relationship is amazing. And also they feel like, you're just kind of like somebody that gets things going. Like you're a passionate person. You're just somebody that moves. You keep it moving, and you're progressive, and in terms of like moving ahead, getting things going, not staying stuck. You have a lot going for you. You're abundant. You might not even be the one that's like taking action and getting all these things moving that this person feels like you're getting moving. You might have people for that because you're the Empress. You might be well off. You might have people who, they perceive you as somebody that you just kind of like in charge, but also very loving and caring. That also reflects the Queen of Pentacles energy that we saw earlier. But this person feels like you have a lot going on. You could be a very good communicator as well, or you could really communicate in a way that this person appreciates. Maybe you're a very passionate communicator, or have been with this person, or they feel like you're the type that speaks with passion. But it's a lot of different things coming through. Many different people watch. So what is the takeaway, big message from Spirit, or the future outcome of this passionate new beginning with this person? Yes or no? Now, this is what I was saying, like, even though this person feels like you could be the one, their goddess, so to speak, their god, so to speak, that they are contemplating how to be a nicer, kinder person, to be a better match to you, I am seeing that there's a new beginning here. Yes, indeed, there is a new beginning here. But I don't feel like it's going to be with this person. I have to keep it real. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with Virgo. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. I think that this person's ultimately got a lot of growing to do. They don't know really what's going to make them happy in the long run, or what they even really need. Yes, I feel like this person is in touch with their intuition, or they're getting more in touch with their intuition with that Hanged Man energy that came out before. And I think that, that's good, that they are trying to see things from a different perspective. Kind of like trying to change their mind or see things from a different perspective so they know the best path forward. The problem with that is that they're still coming out in the future in the Hermit energy. So they're going to be more helpful. They could actually lend some support or help to you, but they're going to do that for everybody. It's like a friendly or kind gesture on their part. It's still like on their path to their own happiness, their own wish fulfillment, the thing that's going to make them feel best, the thing that's going to make them the happiest. Like, you are on their path. But I don't feel like you are their destination. And I don't, I think this is a blessing that if this resonates, that you're hearing this now. It's not to hurt your feelings, obviously. I wouldn't say it just to hurt your feelings, but it's what's coming through, so I have to say it. That you're on their path, but I don't feel like they're your destination. Here's the thing. Then that means that, they are not your destination. So you're not their destination, and you're not. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm feeling a little like, because I know this is going to be triggering for some people, but even triggering is medicine if it resonates. So let me slow down and say it again. That you're not this person's destination, but they're not yours either. Because the reason this person is troubled. This person, on the one hand, they're not a bad person. They take their sweet time, they're slower moving, there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made, they haven't gotten to where they want to be. Again, it's about being on their own path. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about somebody that is on their own, they're on their own path, and in a way, because this is the farmer and he's having to raise this crop, and it takes a long time, and there's no guarantee that that crop's going to come to fruition, because anything could happen. A hailstorm could happen. He can't really predict what's going to happen. He has to have faith and just wait. But things are coming along for this person to get what they want. Which is good, because we can see the crop, it has grown quite a bit, which suggests that this person is going to yield some sort of desired result for their efforts and time. But the thing with the Seven of Pentacles is that by the time this crop, let's say nothing goes wrong and this crop comes to full fruition, and this person gets like a barrel or a bushel of like really good apples, okay, let's say apples, they get, and it pays off in that sense. But at the end of it, will they just sit there and be like, okay, I could have just gone to the grocery store for this? Like, I don't know what this farming and gardening thing's, about. Why it's just not, it's not all it's cracked up to be, right? It's like looking back now, hindsight being 2020, I realized that, I'm glad I got this bushel of apples, but it really wasn't worth the time and effort that it took. And so this is kind of where this person is. And again, it's not a reflection on you, it's their journey. That's their individual journey. It's a learning curve for them. It's something they have to learn. We all learn through life. That's what this person's learning. It's all about learning. Their spiritual lessons here. There is a strong physical connection between the two of you. This person feels very strongly. I feel like that does contribute to the sense of that you guys have a deeper connection. I do feel like if you have been physical with this person, like I said, it's amazing, and this person thinks you're amazing. If you haven't been, they do feel like you would like, they would very much like to sleep with you, basically. Is that all it is? Well, they're immature with regard to like their sexual chakra, right? To put it simply, they're not they're very physically orientated, let's put it that way. Very much pleasure seeking, but in excess. However that manifests. Could be talking about money, but it feels more physical in terms of physical attraction. This person is getting better. They are coming to terms with that. They're starting to like become more balanced. I think they are being divinely guided to do so. And you're always going to feel, you are always going to feel a special connection with this person. But you know that this person is going to be okay without you. And you also know that you're going to be okay without them. Okay? And if you don't, then you will. But I don't feel like anything that I said to whoever this is resonating with will be very triggering, because you will already know intuitively and emotionally that you're very strong, you're very beautiful, you've got a lot going for you, and that you are, you are a queen, you are a king in your own right, and that regardless of what happens, no matter that you had this connection with one another, and that you maybe always will, maybe a karmic connection, but regardless of label, you feel like you've had this connection. This person feels it too, and but that it just wasn't, meant to last forever, okay, and that's okay. So let's get some messages from this person. If the reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep me coming back to do more readings. And if you'd like a private reading, there's that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen linked below. And also you can order a video recorded reading from me. My email is down below to order that. But we do want to, like I said, this is a messages reading primarily, but your reading was a little more in depth than I expected, group 1. Like a little bit more complicated, I guess you could say. I think for most people, they kind of feel that way about this reading, unless, nothing I've said surprised you, in which case you already know, and this is just validation for some. So you're everything I want in a partner. I'm open to starting a family with you. I'm telling you, there's a family connection here, a desire on this person's part. They see you that you could be like the ideal parent, the ideal wife, the ideal mother, or, father. I'm just going to keep reading it as if I'm reading for feminine, since the majority of you are. So they feel like, you're everything they would want in a partner. Okay. And I think that's very complimentary, very flattering that this person feels that way about you. But somebody can feel that way about you and it still not be what's right for them. Right? Or who knows, anything's possible, not right for them right now, maybe down the road in the future, but I don't feel like, you're going to wait around. The Empress is the Empress, she doesn't need to wait on anybody. They wait on her, okay? So, but this person sees you that way, as the Empress. Your guides are giving you some encouragement, and they're saying, that we're right on in our interpretation here. And we've got more major arcana energy with this Wheel of Fortune. You bring the unexpected, and even if we ebb and flow a lot in this relationship, I love it. So they're also leaving it open, just like I said, right? You never know. Anything's possible. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that basically says the same thing. Anything's possible. And just because there are ups and downs in the situation doesn't mean that there could never be stability, or that this person feels unstable about this, or that, you know, they're not coming across as particularly bothered by the ups and downs of the connection. I mean, for them, it's kind of exciting. We've got, honestly, I want to come into, yes, exactly. Honestly, I want to come into and out of your life as I please, even if it bothers you. So they're not bothered, but, you know, they don't care if you're bothered either with things. That is that more... yeah, Wheel of Fortune energy, okay? And they just want to come in and out of your life as they please, even if it bothers you, okay? So this one also wanted to come out. I can't hold back my feelings anymore. I have a ton to share about every aspect of my feelings about our relationship, and it will overwhelm you. That's that Ace of Cups energy, okay? And it's coming out again, so it's really kind of defining why the Ace of Cups came out. Like, that's a very positive emotional card, and it's like talking about this person liking you a lot, in some case even loving you a lot, depending on the status of your relationship. And this is explaining it, saying like they have a ton of emotions, they have a ton of feelings towards you. What those are is questionable, but they do have them, and they want to like really deep dive into their feelings. And some of those feelings, you know, you might not like to hear, but they just feel like it's too much. You could be dealing with water sign. And then we've got something needs to be done about third party interfering in our connection. So they're saying that there's a third party deal going on. And I did mention that before, that it looked like there was some sort of third party interference here. So for those that resonate with that, that's the message from them to you on that something needs to be done about that. In other words, you know, that's still an issue. Now I wonder what this person would say, like what are some of the feelings that would overwhelm you? Maybe it'll come out in the messages. Okay, what I'm getting is they don't know if they can have a happily ever after with you, because they're selfish and they only want to get what they want. And their goals are what's most important to them. And they're going to charge right over anything to get their goals. And so even though they think you would be the ideal partner, it's like their goals in life don't only just include being happily married, living happily ever after. Like the George Bailey lifestyle from It's a Wonderful Life, that's not their goal. They might think that way. They have a heart, you know, so, you know, anybody with a heart, you know, everybody wants to be loved. Ideally, we want to have a relationship, maybe in a family with someone, live happily ever after, like a storybook fairy tale, right? There is a part of them that resonates with that, but it's not the largest part of them. They just want to have fun, go on adventures, be free. And then they do have some solid goals, too, that don't include, you know, being a very good partner when it boils down to it. Okay, we've got Jack of Clubs, so that's more fire sign energy, and it says, I'm a woman of very few words, but lots of action. Exactly. Like this person's action orientated, especially when it comes to physically speaking. That's that fiery energy that I mentioned before, that this person feels. And so they might not say much, but I feel like this person's, once they open their mouth and start being honest about their feelings, like it's a floodgate. That's how they feel. That's what they're saying. Like, I'm going to overwhelm you if I really open up. You're not ready for it is essentially what they're saying. I don't think you're going to like what this person has to say. Some of it you will like, some of it, like a lot of it you wouldn't. But they'll show you through their physicality, you know. What else would this person say? Through their actions. I'm sending you hidden messages in music. So this person feels like you guys are connecting somehow through music, or they think about you while listening to certain lyrics. I'm jealous of every single person who's closer to you than I am. Bottom of the deck, it's confirming what I said a moment ago. When I choose a partner, I consider other factors besides just emotions. Exactly. It's not a very romantic stance. Again, they can have that romantic side to them, but that's not like the key determining factor of what kind of a future they're going to go after. And this is devil energy with the I'm jealous of every single person. We're getting Scorpionic and Capricorn energy. So you still have the audacity to be jealous, and I say it like that because for some of you, it is audacity to be jealous under these circumstances, but you know, I never said that this person didn't care about you, and they're just maybe the jealous type, you know. Jealousy doesn't equate to how much somebody loves you. I think a lot of people are confused about that. Can it? To a small degree, but not to the excess that I'm feeling from that card. So what is a song that can kind of point us in the right direction as far as the hidden messages that this person feels that they're sending to the viewer? Nine of Swords. Is that Nine of Swords? That's Nine of Swords. So not warm and fuzzy energy. It's more about, let's look into it. Superstition, Stevie Wonder. You could be dealing with a Taurus as well. Somebody born with 9 is strong in their numbers. But that's what we got. Very superstitious. The writing's on the wall. When you believe in things you don't understand, you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. So this person's feeling like a connection with you. They could feel like you feel that there's a connection with them. They could know you're into witchy stuff, or you could feel like maybe you've even communicated, you feel like you're soulmates, something like that. It does feel like this person has thought of you in those ways, like maybe you're soulmates or there's some sort of other connection here. This person obviously believes that. They're coming through unfiltered. When they speak unfiltered, that they feel like they're sending you messages and music. That's kind of a superstitious kind of way of thinking, right? If we want to go there, it's kind of a spiritual, unusual way of thinking. This person feels like, you know, maybe they're just being superstitious when they feel like a special connection to you, or when they imagine that they're sending you, you know, messages through music, or when they feel like, you know, maybe you're the soulmate that they've been looking for, or if you've ever said anything like that to them, they feel like, you know, superstition ain't the way, and the writing's on the wall. Like, this is what it is. The writing's on the wall is just saying, like, this is what it is. So it's very hard, cold kind of logic. This person's imposing. So any kind of feelings that this person would feel that they couldn't explain, they would chalk it up to just being superstitious. Or even if they believed in some of the things that they're feeling, or this otherworldly type connection or things of that nature, anybody that thinks that way, this person will, there's an ego voice that'll be like, that's superstitious, and that's not the way. So dismissive of it. What else would this person say if they had no filter? I'm just going to get a couple of more messages from this person. I want you to know that there's no one that can replace you, or no one who can replace you. Again, it's not about you guys. It's just not about you guys. I don't know how else to say it. This person thinks you're great. They think you're like Princess Charming. They think you're a queen, an empress. But they're not sure that a queen or an empress or a king, you know, they're not sure that that's what they want, you know. Not everybody wants an empress, or at least not forever. And it seems weird, right? But it's the truth. The longing eats away at me. And one final message from this person. This person definitely desires you physically. And do they miss you as a person if you're in no contact? Yes. You inspire me. This person finds you inspirational. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. But again, this person, whether you can handle what they have to say or not, feels like they would overwhelm you if they really expressed their heart, really said, you know, everything that they feel like saying. So All right, this is what I've got for you, Group 1. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does keep me back to do more readings. If the reading didn't resonate, feel free to choose a different group. Check out a playlist linked down below or get a private reading. My contact information is beneath the video in the description box, as is the $1 for 5 minutes on Keen linked below. Thanks for watching. Hello, my yellow babies, or Group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one that you came to the reading for. Remember, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And if energies are switched, go ahead and switch them. It can be vice versa or interchangeable. For everyone who has tuned in for Group 2, what's going on for my viewers? We're going to do a 5-card spread, and then we'll get some messages towards the end of the reading. You could be in a relationship with this person. This could be a working relationship, somebody you met that way, or maybe a schoolmate, so to speak, somebody that you know from school. This is earth sign energy. Could be an earth sign, but it's this energy of you're feeling like you can build something, or you are building something with this person. So that's good. Let's see what the combined energy is here between the two of you. Yeah, 3 to 4. So making progress, but it's towards some sort of material or practical goal. Okay, you could actually, for an odd few, be building a house with this person, building a business with this person. But the energy here is about holding on tightly to something or someone, holding your cards close to your chest, having achieved a certain level of status in life or material stability in life, and wanting very much to hold on to that. Does this have to do with, okay, it's like happiness, like you've achieved some sort of happiness in the situation, okay? That's what it feels like. One or both of you feels this way, that you've achieved some sort of happiness, and you're really holding on tight to that. Like you don't want it to go anywhere. It's particularly true if you're in a relationship with this person and it's going well with the 3 of Pentacles, okay? That, you know, whatever you've achieved that feels good in this situation, you want to hold on to it. Like you both want to hold on to it. You're holding on to it for dear life. Here's the thing. When you cling to something too tightly, it can slip through your fingers. Just like if you hold a ball of sand and you're like, I love this sand. And so you hold on tightly because I never want to let it go. And it just slips through your fingers and it's gone. So just a message for someone. But it is a very positive energy. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck. So it is talking about, you know, you both feeling like really holding on to, you know, what you've achieved so far. Almost feeling greedy for it and wanting kind of like a long-term security as well. So that's what's coming through with that. And it does have to do with some material success as well as happiness here and the desire for a positive, joyful outcome. How does this person feel towards you? This could be a new connection. It could have had an ending and then it started over again, but it does feel like a new connection for most watching. But it could be like a new cycle within an existing relationship. This person feels very passionately about you. Like you guys have the seeds to really plant something that's going to grow into a mighty oak, right? Something that's really meant to blossom in a beautiful way. It's a warm, creative, passionate energy here that this person feels towards you. So I'm really liking that for you, okay? Could be talking about like a new project that you guys are working on. Again, especially for those that resonate with building something with this person. But also this person finds you inspirational and they do have a strong urge to create something here with you. We do have the Nine of Swords here. Nines are about endings. Aces are about new beginnings. So when we look more into this person's feelings, they do feel a certain level of anxiety, okay, towards this. And I think that, that makes sense with the Four of Pentacles coming out, because I talked about clinging to something. When we cling to something, it's usually out of fear of losing that, or a sense of insecurity. And so Nine of Swords is about insecurity too. So feeling, anxiety. Maybe this person struggles with grief or depression or anxiety, or they just get too much in their head and they're like fearing the worst, right? They're like, this is great. I want to hold on to what's good about this relationship. I never want to let it go. But, inside I'm worried about it. I'm afraid that, things aren't going to turn out the way that I want them to. I'm afraid that, something good can turn sour, that kind of a thing. Okay. How else does this person feel? All right. This person feels like a mensch, like a good guy, like wanting to do good by you. Like if you're the masculine watching, this person feels that way about you. Okay. But yeah, for the majority, for most who watch, they're here for a masculine. And so this person feels like this Knight of Pentacles towards you, and exactly, they want to give you the world. And it could be very slow and steady, but they want to give you the world. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but his intentions are excellent. It's the type that would give the shirt off their back. And they do care about the material world, money, success, but not in like, not in a really greedy or distasteful way. It's more in I want to be a provider. I want to be successful in life so that I can provide for those that I care about. I want to be, a strong, shoulder for my loved ones to lean on. I want to be reliable. I want to be patient. I want to be hardworking. And when it comes to that, sometimes they can be distant because they're focusing on that goal. They're so single-minded, focused on that. But it looks like, yeah, they definitely look at you as somebody that you're above them, for one thing. You could be older than them, don't have to be. Maybe a little more successful, don't have to be. But they do have you up on a pedestal. They could feel like you are out of reach. There could be distance between the two of you, physical distance, like when you live in one part of the world, they live in another part of the world, or traveling has something to do with this relationship. Knight of Pentacles is a slow traveler, but he's a traveler nonetheless. So maybe he just travels within, a smaller radius than some. For work, more than likely, but in general here. I'm also getting somebody likes to camp, fish, or hunt. I don't know why, but the world is saying that this person feels like, you really are, somebody that completes them. To quote Jerry Maguire, or someone, like you are wife material, you are husband material. They feel like also that they're moving up in life is what they're feeling. They want to graduate or get that promotion or do something. And if you guys live apart, they do want to emigrate to where you are. If you live in another country, vice versa, they would like you guys to close that distance, travel to be with you. You bring them completion. So this is very nice. I'm liking this for you guys. Okay. So let's just get one more card on like this person's feelings for you. We've got the Hanged One. I do feel like this person prays for you, or they feel a sense of connection to you that they can't quite explain. They feel like they understand you in this connection on a deeper level. And they feel like they are meant to be your emperor. They are meant to be the one for you. What did I say a moment ago about the Knight of Pentacles really working towards, being the one that you can lean on, being a provider? Really being a man, basically, or really being a woman. Again, it's more masculine energy. So really being that one for you that you can rely on, the provider. The Emperor is the epitome of the father and the husband and the established order of things. Like, he is the epitome of being the man, being the provider. So that's what this person really wants. They feel like they can be that for you. They feel like you're the one that they're meant to be that with. So if ever they go within or anything like that, this is, what they're focusing on. Like, what do I have to sacrifice in order to, make way and find the right path forward to lead me to being the emperor, to really embodying that respectful leadership role in Group 2's life. Somebody that could be even planning to become a father. If they're already a father, that consumes a lot of their thinking and their planning and coming up with plans for their family and for their offspring. Like, that's important to them. So this is somebody that's very thoughtful, very strategic, but they still like tune into their feminine, like intuition, right? We all have that. If we listen, and this person like tries to listen to that so that they can be guided in the right direction. If they're Knight of Pentacles, they're already guided in the right direction. So this person does feel very busy as well. You could be very busy, you both could be very busy, but this person, again, I do feel like it's kind of cyclical in the sense that maybe they're more available certain times and not as available other times, or vice versa, okay? I do feel like this person feels like they do have to make some sort of decision with regard to like the practical aspects of life, you know, chores, responsibilities, things like that. Okay, so wanting to make a decision with relation to doing the right thing. Okay, everybody has an angel on their shoulder and a devil on their shoulder. They want to do the right thing. Okay, they can have a tendency. Remember a moment ago I said that it didn't feel like they were materially motivated in a way that was distasteful. In other words, I didn't pick up on like a grubby, greedy, money-hungry energy. But the Four of Pentacles is, you know, that came out earlier, and that is about really clinging to something, right, that you don't want to lose. In this case, it's happiness, but it's also security and success. And there is this part of this person that can be excessive. Yeah, and there is this part of this person that can be careless as well, okay? So whether this person has ever manifested or shown any of these signs to you, some of you that's true, some of it isn't, you don't feel like that's true. Bottom line, what's coming through is that this person, at least inside, feels like they could be careless. They don't want to be careless. They don't want to be a fool. They want to balance that very carefully, that energy of being excessive, being overly interested in seeking the pleasures of life, getting carried away, and going, you know, in a downward spiral in some way with that, of being like foolish and carefree and just lackadaisical, and, you know, they just don't want to be fooled, basically. And so that's basically what's going on. So for some reason you need to know that. That's what's coming through. But they intend to be your emperor. So what's the outcome, future going forward? We've got the Hermit, and we've got the Four of Wands. So there'll be a period of time where, you know, there's still more work that's needed here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is saying that there is some more work that needs to take place. But it's going in the right direction. And the Hermit is talking about being alone, being single. So if you aren't together, then you're not going to be together for a while yet. If you are together, but sometimes you guys are on different pages, or there's physical distance, or, you know, it's cyclical where you're together and then sometimes you're not. I'm not really getting like an on again, off again type vibe, although that can be the case. It feels more like, you know, a regular relationship that has ebbs and flows. Like sometimes, you know, somebody's more available than other times. And, I see that going forward as well. This is meant to come through and say, like, have your own hobbies, your own interests as well. It's not just about this person. And now some people get offended when I say that kind of thing and get defensive. Your defensiveness speaks volumes and means that you need me to say that. Otherwise you'd just be like, whatever. So we did come out in the Three of Pentacles, which means that, you know, when we were asking about your feelings towards them. So to be fair, the Three of Pentacles does talk about that your feelings and your goals include this person. What this Hermit energy is talking about, focusing on yourself, your own interests, rediscovering things that you liked before you were in a relationship, you know, getting together with your friends and just focusing on your own development and figuring out what you want, helping yourself, helping those around you, and just traveling, you know, your path kind of slow and steady and thoughtfully towards your own happiness. And that's going to lead you to the Four of Wands, which is relief, which is reward for work put in, which often manifests as a happy home with someone, shared joy, you know, passion and stability, a relationship, and it can mean marriage as well, okay? Certainly means relief and reward for struggles. It certainly means being able to, you know, come to a place where you are each other's refuge, right? It's a very pleasant, happy card. And so that's what it's saying. But you do have to focus on, you know, being single, or at least, you know, going within, and at times, you know, even within a relationship, kind of acting like you're single in the way that you are putting your own priorities and really like your own spiritual interests, your own moral interests, your own interests, you know, at the forefront, making that most important to you. So that's what's meant to happen, and where, you know, your energy is pulling you at this time. So if the reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep me coming back to do more readings for you. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box, and there's $1 for 5 minutes on Keen linked down below as well. Excuse me. So what would group 2's person say to group 2 if they had no filter? Inconceivable. So we've got King of Diamonds or King of Pentacles energy. Basically, we've also got some Scorpio energy here. So something is inconceivable, unimaginable. Maybe your dream come true to this person. They can't imagine that you would want to be with them or that you guys would actually end up together, or there's something that they just can't wrap their mind around. Now, this Earth sign energy, the Knight of Pentacles, he can be a little bit, you know, he's not the fastest person physically, he's not the fastest person mentally, but he's a good person, right? So there's some things maybe about you that they just can't wrap their head around or really understand. But this is a solid practical leader and a wise investor. There's just some things like maybe they're not prone to believing in, you know, fantasies or anything like that, right? So when they think of you as somebody with whom they can end up, and when they want to achieve a certain level in life, like becoming the emperor, for example, that is something that they feel like practically they can see themselves achieving, that they see evidence of themselves like actually going in that direction. So it's not far-fetched for them, but there are some things for this person that are far-fetched, and maybe you know that what that's referring to, or that's just letting you know kind of their character, what they're saying something is unimaginable, right? That they can't conceive of it. I'm ready to take responsibility. Give me another chance. So somebody needs to hear that someone wants another chance. If you've made it this far in the reading, you're already dealing with a responsible person, or somebody that you know has taken responsibility or is capable of taking responsibility. Some of them, but just because they're responsible in some avenues of life doesn't mean they've been responsible towards you, in which case that's a message for you. Those that need another chance are asking for that, others. And in that case, this person feels like it's inconceivable that you would give them another chance. Maybe they've changed since you last knew them, especially if you've been apart from this person for a long time. It's been a long while. This person came across as feeling Ace of Wands, indicating a desire for a new beginning. That, like I said, can mean like a restart or a renewal in an existing connection. But I feel like if that were to be the story, then it will have been a long time since you have been together. Okay. There can be exceptions, but that's what's coming through. What else would this person say to the viewer? Love is not a word I use lightly. So maybe this person never told you that they loved you, and you're wondering like why, because maybe you felt like they did love you and they didn't say it, or they're just letting you know, if they ever said it, that it's not something that they would just say, right? This person has a serious nature. There's something serious about their energy. It's coming across that way in the reading. And again, this is not somebody that just says things to say them. When they speak, especially on matters of the heart, they mean it. Yes, very solid person. Ace of Pentacles. And then we've got Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, also talking about wanting to or having achieved some sort of status in life, an entrepreneurial energy, somebody that has money, somebody aspires to have even more, somebody that's practical. So the song for this card is Lucky Man, the Verve. So look it up, listen to the lyrics. Could have additional messages for you. This is what's coming through with this person feeling like they are a lucky man or woman. The Ace of Pentacles is arguably the most positive of the aces, because it is about, planting a seed, a solid seed. It's not like a flash in the pan. It's not all talk. It's not only about just like passion or feelings. It's about grounding something into reality, okay, and really growing something long term. So what would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? I am willing to go all out to win your love and affection because I want a romance that ends with happily ever after. Okay. So there is that romantic edge or tendency toward you with the Knight of Cups energy talking about. And I think that really matches the Knight of Pentacles, at least the first part of the message does. They're willing to go all out to win your love and affection. That means they're really willing to take their time, work hard, steady, slow and steady wins a race. When they put their mind on something, they really go after it, make it happen, but in a very like measured, thoughtful, and persistent way. Okay? But they do have a romantic side to them that they are talking about. It is a warm energy. And we've also got Knight of Swords energy here as well. The Emperor does embody all of the elements, so I guess I'm not too surprised to see two knights coming in. Maybe you know what these different younger masculine energies are. But this is what's coming out. It says, I love our text debates and that I can just say what's on my mind and get it out. So regardless if you're debating via text or in person, or you feel like you're just having a conversation, this person likes that they can express themselves. We've got a lot of men coming out here. Yeah. Because we've got King of Cups energy as well. Okay. It says, I have high emotional intelligence, allowing me easy access to my empathy, compassion, and ability to tune into your energy. Okay. So if you happen to know 3 different men that fit the description of Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and King of Cups, then yeah, you could take this as a message from each of them. But my intention is that this is coming from your person of interest, the main one that you had on your mind when you came to the reading and the one we've been talking about this whole time. So this person is saying that they are empathetic, they can tune into your energy, and we did see that with the Hanged Man before. So maybe this person has, strong water in their chart as well. And they don't have to, right? It's all about the energy. I was picking up on Queen of Wands. Some of you could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or somebody like that with those traits could be affecting this, or your person. I feel like you always have to be the center of attention, and I'm not into it, okay? So sometimes the earth signs can feel that way. Or earth energy, let's just simplify it. Earth energy can feel that way towards fire energy. That, fire is to, hey, look at me. Is this like, what movie was that from? Shallow Hal, where the friend was talking about, he wore this really loud shirt to the club and he got a compliment on it. And he's like, are you sure this shirt isn't to, hey, look at me? So I think this person can feel that way. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it, but that's what's coming through. So let's get some more messages from this person. By and large, this person, like however you are, they're really into you, because most of the cards here are very positive, but not, that one right there is just kind of like a footnote, I guess. What would this person say? Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Hanged Man energy. Being reminded of things that you know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. So I think that will vary on a case-by-case situation. Let's see what comes out in the other cards. Maybe we'll get a kind of explanation of what that's talking about. Maybe you told this person some things, like your opinion on them, or you've explained things to them, or just shown them a different way of looking at things, and that's why they're like inconceivable. That can't be true, because they never thought of it that way, and they're not quick to change their mind. Don't give up on us. They feel like, yeah, they are a little bit difficult to deal with, maybe because they're so slow and steady, maybe because they're a little bit stubborn. I miss you regardless of how things look on the outside. Okay, so we've gone through more messages already. I guess we're done. I guess we're done, guys. This is the reading for Group 2. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep the channel going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below the video. And there's that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, so check that out as well. Thanks for watching. Welcome, group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So if you chose the blue mouse, this is your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one you came to the reading for. Hold on a second here. Yeah. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Energies can be interchangeable or vice versa. Keep that in mind. And if something doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. Just simply choose a different group, different reading, or get a private reading that's linked down below for $1 for 5 minutes on Keen. Also, you can email me for a video recorded reading. Let's do a 5-card spread before getting messages for my viewers of group 3. We've got Queen of Pentacles. You could be an earth sign, have that strong in your chart, or those traits. It's Queen of Pentacles energy here. And so you're feeling towards this person what? Queen of Swords. Uh-oh. Why are you feeling Queen of Swords towards this person? So what this is initially giving me the feeling of that you are, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. She's also very caring, but she has standards. She's grounded. She's down to earth. Things need to feel like they need to feel secure with someone, right? And with the Queen of Swords here, it's like talking about somebody that has, you know, basically been through hell and become stronger as a result of that, but they're also now very guarded, and in their shadow energy, they can, you know, be quite a bitch, right? So to keep in alignment with YouTube, whatever. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well, or somebody that has that strong in their chart, okay? So like an Earth Sun, Scorpio Moon, that could be you. Take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be that. Are we dealing with 2 different people? I'm getting that this is a couple different people. So are you dealing with 2 different people? Are you a man or a masculine here asking about a female or a feminine? Remember, we all have masculine and feminine within us. So most who watch are here for masculines or males, but that could be the case. Or this is third party and you know that. Okay. If you don't know that and there's no third party, then cool. Skip that message. That's not a message for you. Let me get a card here for each of you. I feel like I'm playing blackjack and we're splitting. Let's see. Okay, so again, more earth sign energy. We've got one individual who is kind of motherly, could actually be married, have children, or have done so. Even if in a relationship, you are very independent, and you could be an entrepreneur, have your own money, doing well for yourself. You're just kind of like, you have a mind of your own. You feel abundant. You feel like maybe you work from home, or you could even garden or do those things we associate with earth energy, right? Being grounded, down to earth, liking luxurious fabrics, really wonderful tasting food. The word nice always comes to mind when I think of like earth sign energy and its higher or neutral vibration. So a nice but independent person here. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, she's a bitch. Okay, sorry, air signs. Hashtag not all air signs. And this person doesn't have to be that, but that's how they're coming across. 5 of Swords. Somebody that takes advantage. Somebody that is abusive. Somebody that is basically just a mean person, a nasty person. They don't love themselves. They abuse other people for it. Somebody that will win at all costs, but ironically, they just shoot themselves in the foot when they behave that way, because then that makes them a loser. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that we've got someone who is acting out. They could have said some really nasty things. It could be prone to fights and arguments. Maybe they're just, this is what's going on in their head if they never actually said or did anything. If you wonder about this Queen of Swords, you're going to see that they're closed off. There's something cold about them. Well, this is what's going on in their head. Like they're beating you in their head. Like they're, if not, you know, not physically, hopefully, but like in terms of like a conversation or argument, they're the type of person that in their head, they're having arguments and they're beating people in their head at these arguments. They're winning the debates, no matter how low they have to sink in order to do that. Like they get nasty and they get mean. So that's what I'm getting there. And I don't know like who this person is, and I hope that's not your person of interest, because we weren't even on that part of the reading. That person forced their way out. So what is the combined energy between the viewer and their person of interest? Got Ace of Pentacles, very positive energy here. It's talking about I'm just looking at my That's So 80s tarot deck, and I'm like, okay, Nintendo and Walkman. So material things, basically, okay? It's talking about the material. It's talking about maybe somebody got a new job, a promotion, an investment, and there's some sort of new income, an invention I'm hearing. But when it comes to a relationship, it is about realizing that a relationship really has the potential to grow into something very long-term and very solid. Okay, it's a very positive, grounding energy. And it is indicating that either this is a new relationship or it's entering a new cycle within a relationship, or this could be somebody that you have known for quite a while, even years in some case, but you're just barely starting maybe to date or a new phase within the relationship. Okay, maybe you just decided, hey, I'm done being single, right? I don't need anybody for anything, but I'd also like to start over, like have a new phase in my life. Your person could be feeling similarly, since this is your shared energy. So how does your person of interest feel towards you? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles is romantic. Fanciful is more the word, right? Can, have this romantic side to them, but it feels like a little bit immature, and but at the same time, it's hopeful. It's like there is a solid new beginning that exists between the two of you. Page of Pentacles is not someone that really knows what to do with that, but they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to learn, right? So yeah, maybe this person gets a little distant sometimes. That's because this person likes to think things through before they say and act. They have to feel good about something before they take action, but it doesn't mean that they don't care or that they don't value you. It just means that they just take a little bit longer to figure things out, because it is a younger energy, so this person could be younger than you or have less than you. And I'm just looking at the card, Babysitter's Club. Yeah, just talking about like this less mature sort of energy. Still, the Babysitter's Club is about, their stories, like, and they have the morals, like a lot of stories, and especially back then in the 80s and stuff. So morals, and it's like this person's like trying to figure things out. So it's like it's young adult literature. So it's like that's kind of how this person like sees the world through that lens, regardless of their age and gender, because it's, like I said, they're a little bit slower about figuring things out, but they like you. And they're attracted to you, and they probably have some secret fantasies about you that you don't know about. Are those fantasies very like developed, or extremely like passionate and emotionally deep? No, probably not. But that's what's it's a start, right? So let's feel like, what else about this Page of Pentacles? The Sun. Wow, see, that's the underneath for them. They could have Leo in their chart, don't have to, but they do feel like you make them very happy. Okay, they think that you could be the one. See, this is what I'm saying. Even though this is early stages in the relationship or in the renewal of one, this person's already to the sun. They're already kind of like imagining that you could be the one. So that this person feels very good about you. They could feel like also that you have a lot going on financially, materially. Not that that's all that there is. We'll see what else comes out. I don't think so, though. They just feel like there's a joyful outcome ahead, and they've gotten ahead of themselves is what it feels like. Like they can feel like they feel like you're a success. Like they look up to you, okay? Almost like a kid looking up to like an older sibling, or a young person looking up to, their crush, that kind of a thing. So like this person just thinks that, you're the bee's knees, okay? You're all that in a bag of chips. Like what other dated sayings can I apply to this? But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what this person's feeling towards you. Very, very positive. Okay, very positive. Very warm feelings towards you. You make this person feel better about themselves, better about the world. You make them feel more confident. They like admire your light. You make them feel more creative, more optimistic, more enthusiastic. You make them feel in ways that they don't normally feel. So it's kind of like you're helping this person to grow. So how else does this person feel towards the viewer? Eight of Cups. Okay. So if you're in separation, or if there's distance between the two of you, then this person is missing you. Also, though, I feel that this has to do with you give this person clarity. So this person is receiving the clarity that they need to realize that when they're not being down to earth, when they're being a bit fanciful, because remember I said before that this person can be a bit fanciful, they can get ahead of themselves, things like that. I feel like you have given them something that has been sobering for them, that has given them clarity, that has made them kind of change their mind, change their direction, maybe in life, literally speaking, in which case you could know what that is, or just made them change their approach to life and realize that, hey, I need to change something. And it kind of makes me sad. Like, I need to leave the past behind. I need to leave my childhood behind, or my immature thinking behind, or something just isn't what I thought it was. So now I'm feeling a little bit sad about the fact that I'm having to change course, but also I'm feeling like it's necessary and it's okay, because, you know, I'm going to make it anyway, to quote Whitney Houston, right? It's not right, but it's okay. I'm going to make it anyway. So, but I don't feel like this person feels like something's not right. It's just like you have illuminated something for them, which is ultimately going to serve them and get them away from the seven of cups of a messy or confusing situation to the 9 of cups, which is, you know, happiness and wish fulfillment. And the 8 of cups is the bridge between the 7 of cups and the 9 of cups. So this person feels like that toward you as well. It could also feel like you have walked away from something, and that everything I've just described is describing something that you have gone through. So they could be aware of that, and they're talking, you know, about that. I'm feeling like it's both of you. It's a little bit of like what I just said. It applies to both of you, how they see you or what you've been through, and kind of like what they're going through as well. So you have a similarity there. It could be mirroring each other. And some of you are saying that what I've just said about the 8 of cups really is your story, but, you know, you're attracting someone like attracts like. So it's not unusual that this person would have similar energy. Okay, so let's get one more card on how this person feels towards the viewer. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, I mean, this person could feel like you're actually loaded, okay? This person could feel like, or that you guys are going to build a legacy together. That, I mean, you're both coming across as earth sign energy, that is the realm of work, money, and home. And you're coming across as the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody that has a lot. Like, if you don't do well for yourself financially, and I know that for a lot of people, it's a struggle financially, but you come across as Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe skip that part of the reading. It's not for you. But somebody out there that I'm reading for right now, this person, like, you're coming across as somebody that's like steps away from the 10 of Pentacles. And this person is coming across as feeling that too. And that makes sense that, you know, this change in direction has happened for this person. Because it's like maybe they were going down a certain road before, like they were... some of them were just trying, like, I don't know, going down a karmic path. It could be talking about a relationship or work. And then, you know, something about you, like you have changed their direction because they are wanting to, you know, be the 10 of Pentacles with you. So have financial security. It often means marriage and family and extended family. And it's about leaving a legacy. So it's like whatever they were doing before, I feel like it was more like it looked like it was going in the right direction, but there was still some question about if it would ever pay off or ever be worth it. And like something about this relationship has made them decide, you know, no, I need to go in a different direction because I intend to have the 10 of Pentacles with this person, or this is someone that I see could be the one, and I could, like, I'm basically getting somebody that's like a princess, right? The Page of Pentacles fancies herself as a princess. She might not say that. She seems too down to earth, right? Or too practical, or too, you know, quiet or soft spoken, or too, you know, fill in the blank, that type of person to like imagine such a wild outcome. But in actuality, you make this person dream big, and they feel like with you they can move into their castle. Even the house on this card kind of looks like a castle, right? So they feel like basically they could start a legacy with you. Maybe you're old money, maybe they're a descendant of old money, or they just want to be that family that one day is old money. Like, that's how they feel. Like they've changed direction so that they can you know, be better, in a better position to achieve this with you and have this with you. Okay, so what is the outcome going forward between these two? Ace of Cups. Interesting. So we've got the practical, grounded, and very promising Ace of Pentacles between the two of you. And then we've got the Ace of Cups, which is a emotional new beginning. Yeah, and this is going to be a new beginning together. Okay, we've also got King of Pentacles here, so could be dealing with a Taurus or another earth sign. It does feel like this person is going to become the King of Pentacles. So you might be dealing with the Page of Pentacles right now. somebody that's got less than you, somebody that's younger than you, or just younger at heart. But this person's intentions to achieve 10 of Pentacles with you, because they feel like you are the one, you bring them, happiness. That's going to manifest into like a divine love situation. It's not going to just be about practical stuff. So I'm glad to see that, because we do have the 10 of Pentacles, which can promise a very affluent lifestyle and life of luxury, but lacking emotional connection. It didn't guarantee happiness. The Ace of Pentacles says that you guys are going to be happy. And the Wheel of Fortune is about change. I was talking about change with that 8 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune validates that positive change. Will it have its ups and downs? Yes, it will. But those ups and downs will have to do with children, and or like a childlike, fun-loving, comfort zone type energy. So and earth sign energy can have a tendency to get stuck in their comfort zone. People say that nothing grows in a comfort zone, but that's BS. Like, if something's not blossoming, you don't change, the flower, for example. You move it to an environment where it can blossom. Nothing in nature strains to grow. It just happens, And so this is what's happening. It has to be in the right environment. So I feel like you guys will be quite comfortable. I don't feel like any ups and downs that you have in the relationship will be hurtful to the relationship. It looks very positive going forward. There is going to be a lot of love here. You might be entering into something right now with this person, or a new phase that's more practically based, but going forward it's going to be an emotional new beginning, like an awakening to love, or a much deeper love, and it's going to be a very positive and welcome turn for the better. And it can indicate like financial winnings with the Wheel of Fortune, but also just a positive stroke of good luck. Like there's something really positive happening in the future. It does have to do with the 6 of Cups, which is a sweet soulmate energy. It has to do with happy memories. It has to do with one's comfort zone and romantic and sweet gestures. And it's a pure energy that has to do with like people not having ulterior motives, right? People being pure and well-intentioned toward one another. So I like that for you guys. It's really, really good. And if I didn't say already, I do feel like this is a new beginning with this person. Sometimes if we get an ace in the outcome, that doesn't mean, that doesn't always mean that this new beginning is going to happen with the person you're asking about. But sometimes it does, and this is one of those times when it does. Could be did I say Taurus? I feel like Taurus energy, Leo energy, Capricorn energy, and Pisces energy. We've got a yes forcing itself out of the deck, so they're saying that for the most of you, those energies I've just said will resonate. So what would this person say if they had no filter? Give me time to think. I promise I'll get back to you. That's that Page of Pentacles energy. They go within. They do have an introvert streak. They really do. And it can take them time to figure stuff out, because like I said, they're not always the fastest person. I'm not saying that they're not smart. I'm saying that they have their own way of thinking about things. It just, they're not air signs. They're not fire signs. They're not like that, super quick, sharp as a flash. They take a moment. And so just FYI, then we're getting this winky face, letting you know that, even when they're not saying anything, because the little smiley face, mouth shut, it's not saying anything, but it's winking at you. Maybe this person will actually wink at you at times, or they're just letting you know that, they still care. They do care. They're going to show you some sign that they do care, even if it's not through like verbal communication. I'm content with you, and even if things have gotten a bit stale, I'm not leaving you. So anybody that thought that 8 of Pentacles might be about this person potentially leaving, nah, that's not what I was getting. It could be talking about somebody that has already left, or you have done so, in which case to apply it that way as well. Can be talking about that. For by and large, the majority watching, it's not about that. It's about that this person, there's changes afoot, and all the things I said about it already. And also going forward, remember I said with the 10 of Pentacles, sometimes that can mean like a financially secure but dull relationship, or one that gets, boring, or isn't very like emotionally close or emotionally deep. The 4 of Cups here is telling us that even, if things get a little bit stale, they're content. This is just what I was talking about. They're content. And so you're going to be in your comfort zone with this person. It's going to, I do see it being fun. I do see it being something that, this is like 2 happy earth signs is what I'm getting here. To the outside world, to like a fire sign, to the fire signs, or the air signs, they might look at this and be like, oh, that's kind of boring. All you guys do is you get home from work and you get something to eat and you sit in your recliner and you watch your shows, and then, you go and make love and go to bed. Or maybe you don't even make love, that kind of thing. It's like, what? And it's like, actually, that's heaven, because, they go to work, they do a great job, they make a lot of money, so that feels good. Then they come home and they sit in their freaking ginormous, comfortable, expensive lazy boys, and they put their feet up and they've ordered takeout, so it's from their favorite restaurant. It's delicious food, and then they're watching their favorite show, and then they're talking and bonding over the show, and then, they go to bed in their big king-size bed with their, satin nightgown or whatever, and they're actually, they're not swinging from the chandeliers and partying and like running around all the time, but they are actually extremely content. And so, yeah, this person's not going anywhere, is what they're saying. There's love here. There's contentment, there's community, there's harmony, there's really being present with each other, quality time being spent. I'm loving this for you guys. Let's get one more message from this deck. And there's that passion there. So nobody needs to question the passion you feel for each other, the attraction, because why wait? I've got the hots for you and the sex is fire. Let's move fast. And Page of Pentacles is one of those surprisingly sexy cards, to be honest. Okay. Their energy right now towards you is one of like, sex is fun. Let's do it. Kind of like this. This is Knight of Wands energy though. But the sex is fire. Let's move fast, because they like it. They have a libido. They have a sex drive. Right now they're, really coming across that way. And at the bottom of the deck, this was trying to come out, was trying to ignore it, but it wouldn't be ignored. So 10 of Cups, you make me feel so supported and loved. I am completely romantically fulfilled. So this is the whole package. This is a really good, this bodes really, really well for your relationship going forward with this person. So what else would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? And apologies if my voice is going out, because it is. I've been talking a lot and fast. So apologies for that. If I'm quiet, it's because I really can't talk any louder than this right now. All right, so what would this person say to the viewer? Loosen your grip, but don't let go. So basically saying, you don't have to hold on so tight. I don't know if at some point, that's going to be the case for you. I can't, the shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles is she can be a bit, codependent or possessive. And all the fire signs, or rather, whatever. Somebody could be fire, have that in their chart, but all of the earth signs is what I meant to say. And anyone with those traits, they do have a tendency to be possessive anyway, okay? They can be if they let themselves. So I don't know if this is talking about, presently speaking, or this is something that, this person just letting you know in the future, you don't have to hold on tight to me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm letting go of the past and I'm ready to act. Yeah, so for some of you, this is an ex or somebody from your past, but only take it if it resonates. Let's see, what's the next card? So even if this person is an older person and they've been through a lot, I'm getting the vibe of, they're not going to let that baggage stop them from moving forward with you, basically. One more card, like, what would this person say if they had no filter? This one's poking out. Yeah, Page of Wands. This girl is on fire. Okay? So very passionate. They want to tell you that. They want to express, how much they feel for you, like their passion that they feel for you. They very well could do that or already have done that. And this is about, there's Alicia Keys, Girl on Fire. I'm trying to think of the lyrics, but you can look up the song and listen to it if you want to. But that's another thing they're letting you know, that, you know, you really do turn them on. And they do feel like you inspire them. I said that earlier with the sun. You know, you could be Leo. They could have, you know, some aspect of that. But it feels like you have started something within them that maybe wasn't started, that didn't exist before, or a fire that had been put out long ago through circumstances, what have you. Okay, but yeah, look up that song if you want to know more about that. Some of you could be Aquarius, so that could weigh in somehow on this reading. It's giving new beginnings again. Past life connection. So that's what it's talking about, like when it refers to like the past and stuff. It's also talking about an alternate life / past life connection. No one knows I still think about you. I feel like because this person does keep things to themselves, but at some point they're not going to be able to keep it to themselves. They're going to have to express how passionately they feel about you. Kind of like Mr. Darcy vibes, right? When he said, you must allow me to express how ardently and passionately I love you. That's not the exact quote, but basically that's what he's saying. Even though he's very tight-lipped the whole time up till then, or anything that he does say in his case was like a little bit negative, but at that point he's just kind of like, the dams have burst. He has to tell her how he feels, and like how ardently, I guess he says, how ardently he feels toward her. See, that's what I was saying. I feel safer in silence. So when this person goes quiet, and they inevitably will, just know it's because they don't always know what to say, and if they don't say anything, then they don't say the wrong thing, you know, they don't feel stupid. I feel like some of them might feel like inadequate compared to you, like mentally or intellectually, because remember I said earlier that I feel like this person's not dumb. I feel like this person is smart, but they just think differently. They think more methodically. Usually that takes, you know, longer, because you're thinking at things from different angles, or like from a practical standpoint. That's what I feel like this person. So that's just FYI. And also at the bottom of the deck we have, I don't know if I can meet your expectations. And that's very normal when we see like a page compared to like a queen or a king, because they're either younger, have less, or they just feel like less adequate. But I don't see this person like shutting down as a result of that. Like some people will be like, I'm just throwing in the towel, or they would sabotage the relationship because they feel like they can't meet expectations. With this person, they use it as inspiration to make changes and to you know, work harder or work differently or work smarter, okay? Because they still want that 10 of Pentacles, like, to be with you. Like, they want that. So, you guys have a dedicated individual, it sounds like. And if it doesn't sound like your person, then this isn't your reading, or whoever it resonates with, this sounds like a dedicated person. Could it be someone you haven't met yet? Yeah, anything's possible. Claim the reading if you want it, even if it's not your current experience. But somebody out there, this reading is for you, and this person is like one of the better romantic partners I read for lately. What would this person say to group 3? Okay, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, 3 times to make sure. Okay. So, this person's got a lot to learn. Okay? And they're going to be experimenting and trying different things. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to try like different people or something like that. We didn't get that vibe. Maybe presently, especially if this is a new relationship, and this person's in that page of Pentacles energy, you know, their mind is about, you know, maybe you guys are in the talking stage or dating around. We already saw this is going to get much more serious if things continue on the path that they're currently on. But maybe in the earlier stage, this person's like, yeah, I'll try different things. But they also, I feel like they want to let you know that they're not a stick in the mud. Like, they're going to learn. And I think that's also talking about like the way that they think, because I was mentioning how this person thinks maybe a little bit more slowly or methodically than some people, maybe perhaps than you. I think maybe you understand how they think, but you're better at it because you've had more experience or practice, or maybe you're older than they are, or you just maybe, you know, something. So I feel like you understand how this person thinks, but I think this is trying to just let us know that when they're thinking about something, they're kind of looking at a practical standpoint. They need evidence, you know, so they'll try things, but they'll just like dip their foot in the water, and then like they'll like recalibrate and recover from that, and then like, okay, you know, evidence indicates that, you know, I could probably step my leg in the water and be okay, and then they take their leg out and they're like, okay, let me think, recalibrate. Has anything changed in the atmosphere, in the environment, and like, is it safe to like get full body in the water now? And then it's like, then, okay, yeah, the evidence suggests that I can do that. And so they'll go in there, and not so evidential. Like, I'm just trying to make it make sense for you in a way that it hopefully does, that this person, this is kind of how they think, right? They're open-minded, but sometimes it takes them a few tries to get something right. This is what I've got for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box, and there's that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen as well, linked down below. I'll talk to you guys next time.